Right, good gracious. Well, someone who is on course to develop a fear of relationships is Holby City's Dr. Joseph Byrne. Last week, literally minutes after he said, "I do," to Nurse Faye, she was off doing the naughties with Dr. Linden.
Yes, but before we chat to Luke Roberts, who plays Dr. Joseph, here's a look at how Holby's been hotting up.
Call upon these persons here present
to witness that I
do take thee, Faye and Sir Morton,
do take thee, Joseph Charles Mortimer Byrne, to be my lawful wedded husband,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
Then I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the bride.
And he's here now.
Luke, I'm sorry to break that to you because you don't know about that at the moment.
Who was that guy?
That mate was your best man.
Yeah, it's not good, is it? So there we go. Joseph, the brilliant workaholic heart surgeon with OCD that he tries to control, but it is controlling him.
Absolutely. He tries to suppress it, but it flares up in times of duress.
I'm suspecting it might be flaring up pretty soon. Because you've married gorgeous Patsy Kensit, who is Faye, Sister Byrne, as she is now. And at the end of last week's episode, which was so full of the most brilliant twists and turns and exes and lovers and estranged parents, and everywhere it was like, no, please don't, no, oh no, everything happened. She fell into the arms of your best man, Lyndon.
Yes.
And they had a snog. So I'm assuming... Oh, sorry, I'm breaking this to you not gently. It's better to have it straight.
Okay, I can take it. I'm sitting.
And so tonight's episode, presumably, there's going to be a little bit of a fallout.
Yes, it is the aftermath. I believe it's titled The Honeymoon is Over. And although it isn't by any means, yes, it's sort of my character has picked up on something. He has a sense that something is amiss, something isn't quite right, but he doesn't know quite what it is, hasn't quite...
the red dress should have been a bit of a giveaway.
You would think, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
He's just a fool for love, so he wades in there and, yes, and woe betide him.
Well, you need somebody to have overseen this kiss for it there to be trouble. So it was all right if it was only Faye and Lyndon, but of course your sister, Sophie.
That's right.
Is she going to spill the beans?
I suspect not. She's protected him thus far because in last week's episode, I understand he's haunted by another ghost from his past, an ex-girlfriend who had apparently actually had
Jack.
Yes. Oh no, not Jack.
Oh, not Jack.
Well, there's Jack as well. There's so many of them.
Oh yeah, well Jack had the affair with your dad.
That's right. I know. He doesn't.
This is
do
the
so
ex-girlfriend.
well.
Is this Elizabeth?
This is Elizabeth
who had an affair with your brother, who was in a coma for 8 years.
Whose attempted suicide has actually triggered the OCD, and he's always thought of his brother in such a wonderful way. Now discovers he was a bit of a rat, so his whole world is collapsing, and he hasn't yet found out about the kiss.
Well, this is obviously going to get very ugly.
It gets incredibly ugly.
But for you guys as actors, we were laughing this morning. We were reading through that because for this beautiful summer wedding that you had was actually shot in the dead of winter
in January. During the snowfall.
Yes.
So some of those scenes I was instructed not to breathe in for fear of seeing the vapour. But yes, no, truly.
And there were snowflakes in the background.
If you look very carefully, it's not confetti, it's snow.
And what was Patsy wearing?
Thermal underwear underneath the red dress and Ugg boots, and I was also wearing thermal underwear under my dress. And
and has a director ever said to you, "Don't breathe out" in the past?
No.
The first time?
It was the first time. It was uncanny. It's crazy what you do for
you can breathe in, but please don't breathe out.
Yeah.
I was reading somewhere that, I think it was Stephen Fry years ago doing Jeeves and Wooster, they were shooting in the summer a winter scene, so they were asked to suck ice cubes so that their breath was already cold to go into the warm air and all of that.
Yeah, it's madness. It's all smoke and mirrors, the whole thing. It's magical.
Well, we happen to have a bit of a game for you here.
Yes, because Patsy, being your close friend, and you've worked with her now for how long?
I think I've worked with Patsy for 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years.
Yeah.
You went to her recent wedding.
I did, very much so.
Yes, to DJ Jeremy Healy.
Wedding.
So she's a happy woman. And your wedding to her in the freezing cold was a bit of a warm-up for her.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, as you know, Saturday nights you'll find a very good show on ITV1 called Mr. and Mrs. Don't know whether you've seen that.
No, I may have caught it.
It's very,
Many
very good.
millions of
well
people
worth
have.
watching.
So we thought we'd do a quick Mr. and Mrs. for you.
Very good.
If you're ready, let's see how you do. This is question 1. We've asked Patsy here, and so we have the accurate answers. Morning, Patsy, and thank you very much indeed. What is Patsy's idea of a perfect romantic evening? A cosy night in with a movie and a bottle of wine? Being taken out to dinner somewhere in the countryside and an early night? A brisk hike up a mountain followed by an alfresco picnic?
I'm guessing it's not the hike up the mountain, so I will go with B.
That is the correct answer.
Well done. OK, if Patsy wasn't with her husband Jeremy, who would be her dream date? Brad Pitt, you, of course, or Ian Brown from the Stone Roses?
Well, it should be me, but I suspect it's probably Ian Brown.
Yes!
He has his poster up.
Well done. Time for one more?
Finally, what is Patsy's most embarrassing moment on the set of Holby? Accidentally touching your crotch after your first on-screen kiss? Walking on set with her skirt tucked in her knickers? Disgracing herself at the Holby City Christmas party?
Definitely the first one. Definitely.
Yes,
Shame
she
on
did.
her, I know. I was hoping it wasn't an accident, but alas, it was.
Sadly, I have to reveal to you now that it was indeed an accident.
the crew didn't know where to look. It was a moment.
Well, Holby, of course, is tonight at 8 o'clock on BBC One, and we do have a feeling that his OCD will flare up
No,
in
it
a
will.
fairly big way.
Yeah, all kinds of
Under
things
stress.
will happen. But,
Thank you,
thank
Luke.
you, mate. Nice
Lovely
to
to
see
see you.
Lovely
Thank
to
you.
see you. Thank you so much.
We are back after the break with swimwear for all shapes and sizes.